Using the OCR editor. Welcome to the Dolphin EasyConverter video tutorials. In this tutorial I'm going to be taking a PDF and converting it into a DAISY book. I'm also going to be editing the document within the OCR editor and Microsoft Word. Firstly, I'm going to choose New Project. Here I can decide a name for my project. I'm going to leave it as New Project 4. The path where the project will be saved to is shown here. If I want to change this, I can select Browse and choose a new location. I'm going to save it to my desktop. Choose your input document. Here I can decide whether I want to scan one or more papers or open a document that might already be on the PC. I'm going to choose Open a Document and then Browse and find the document. I can now choose Next to move on to the next stage. Choose your PDF and image document settings. Firstly, I need to choose the language that the document is in. If I want to change this, I can do so from this list. Choose whether you would like to use the OCR editor to edit the document before converting. I'd like to do this, so I'm going to choose Yes. Document settings. Choose if you want EasyConverter to automatically detect the headings in your document. This can be helpful if you have a Word document that already has heading styles in place. Mine doesn't, so I'm going to select No. Decide if you want to edit your document in Microsoft Word before converting. I do want to do this, so I'm going to select Yes. Choose your alternative format. Here I can choose the format that I want to convert my PDF into. I can choose from text, MP3, DTB or DAISY, large print and Braille. I'm going to select DTB. Here I have all the options relating to the format that I have chosen. I can choose the type of DAISY book I want and also whether I want a built-in speech synthesizer. If I choose Yes, I can decide which voice I want to be used. I can also decide whether I want to use a lexicon. A lexicon can be used to alter the pronunciation of words. I don't have one, so I'm going to leave this as Do Not Use Lexicon. Choose your output name for DTB. My project is called New Project 4, but my actual output by default will be called the same as the input document. I'm going to change this to PDF. I can also choose to append some extra information to the output name. I can choose DTB, the date I've created it, the voice that's used, and also the lexicon. I'm going to choose the date it was created. If I do not want to use this information, I can simply untick the checkbox. Copy your alternative format. Here I can choose to save a copy of my alternative format to a folder, or burn it straight to CD or DVD, or put it straight onto a USB device. I don't want to do this, so I'm going to select No Copy To. Now I can select Finish to start the conversion. The PDF has now been imported into the OCR editor. This is where I can make any changes that I want to the document. This is quite a complicated PDF. It has different sections of text as well as images. Using the Select Zone tool, I can hover my mouse cursor over sections of the PDF. Sections such as this are automatically recognized as text. I can then simply double-click and the text has been selected. This section, however, is showing up as two separate boxes. What I can do is double-click on this section and then simply extend the box to encapsulate all the text. This section has shown up as one single text box, so I can simply double-click. Again, this section is showing as two separate text boxes, but it also has an image in the middle that I want to get rid of. For this, I can choose the Draw Text Zone tool. I can then draw a text zone around this section, and then another one around this section, overlapping with the previous. I have now selected all the text that I want, but not included the image. Now I can choose the Select a Zone tool again and move on. Again, this section has not included all of the text, so I can simply extend the box to include this. This image is showing up as a text box and an image. To combat this, I can choose the Draw Graphic Zone tool and select it manually. I can now go back to the Select Zone tool and select the second image. This area at the top is not being picked up by EasyConverter. I can see its text, so I can once again select the Draw Text Zone tool and draw a text zone around it. Since there are so many aspects to this PDF, I need to make sure that they're all ordered in the way that I want to. So I can choose the Zone Order tool. As you can see, each of the zones has a number in the corner. This indicates the order in which they will appear in the document. I want to change this. I want this section to be first, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and finally ninth. I can now choose Start OCR to have EasyConverter recognise the PDF. Once the recognition has finished, my document is opened in the Preview OCR Result area. As we can see, the images and text have all been recognised. This section, however, appears to be blank. This is because the text in the PDF was white, and so this text also has come out as white. If I want this to be visible, I have to change the colour. I can't do this within the OCR editor, but I can do within Microsoft Word. Now I can choose Save and Return to continue with the conversion. As specified, the document has opened within Microsoft Word for a second round of editing. This is where I can change the colour of that problem text. I can also look over the document to make sure there's nothing that I want to change. This word is slightly out of sync with the rest of the text, so I'm simply going to cut it and paste it into the area that I want. I can now choose Save and Return to continue with the conversion. When the status bar reaches 100%, I can select Done. My DAISY book is now shown here under Resulting Alternative Formats. To view the book, I simply select it and choose View Output. My DAISY book is now opened within Dolphin Easy Reader. You have just seen how to create a DAISY book from a PDF using the OCR editor and Microsoft Word. Thank you. We hope you have found this video helpful. To watch more videos, or for further information and to download free demo software, please visit www.yourdolphin.com.